Rainbow 6 mid. So, honestly, I'm obviously not the first person to just start ranting about Rainbow Six Siege, but obviously if you've watched anything I've ever made, it's pretty much just me ranting or complaining. The purpose of this video, though, is to really talk about, what happened to Siege, man. Siege used to be this very fun, unique game. I remember the E3 launch trailer. The idea behind it was a lot like Battlefield, where anything and everything that was covered could be destroyed, replaced, taken down, and broken. And that was really cool. And to some extent, a lot of things are. The breakable holes and whatnot are nerfed. And obviously, a lot of things they had to balance out to make a balanced game, especially with Pro League taking off. But honestly, I do still find it quite well, and I think I can definitely talk well about this video. I have around 1,000 hours on the game now. I don't remember how many exactly, but the game itself, it's all changed so much to the point where I certainly wouldn't even recognize it if I played it a few years ago when I joined compared to now. And I really didn't join that long ago. I joined Operation Burnt Horizon. Actually, no, I joined. Yeah, it was the Mozzie season, I think. And I didn't really play back then. I just sort of got the game because it went on sale. I had it. I maybe played 2 matches. And then Phantom Sight came around. And that was actually a lot of fun. And that's when I started to really play the game and get into it. But it was a very big learning curve because 99% of Siege, when you just start out, is dying through tiny little peeking holes, through weird angles you didn't even know existed, through just random spots. It's just dying. That's most of Siege when you're learning it, and it's very infuriating, but once you get used to it, it is actually quite fun. But a lot of what I find deters new players, though, isn't even dying. It's the fact that there's 1,000 operators now with 1,000 gadgets each. And I keep talking about this in other videos, and especially my Apex one and stuff, but it's a pain when you're trying to learn the game, and there's some operators that have very simple gadgets. Sledge, just a hammer. Smoke, just basically a smoke grenade that hurts you. Ash, just a grenade launcher. But then there's some characters nowadays. There's Maestro, who has, he's not even new, but it's just Maestro. He has a laser bulletproof camera that can only be broken, but you can also smash the lens. And they're ridiculously complicated, and it just kind of makes it harder to enjoy and get used to the learning curve of it. And like I said, the main point of this, before I go too far off topic, is this new operator and kind of what these last few operators have done to the game. I think it's Sens? I don't remember. But hopefully I'll get this out before she comes to the live build, which I think so. Right now on the test server, there's a lot of the newest op is Sens. I think I'm saying that right. It's SENS. I don't remember. I'll look it up after I'm done editing. But all she uses is basically just a smoke grenade in a line. And don't get me wrong, that's cool, and I could definitely see that coming into competitive play, but just at surface level, it's just a smoke grenade. I mean, she's hard countered by Warden, bulletproof cams, and Maestro, and smoke grenades, really. She's not that hard to use, and I think she just provides more chaos, especially for teammates. Look, I haven't played the test server yet, because I don't want to go to hell, but there's not really, it's just sort of a lot of chaos, and she's hard countered. I mean, even impacts can counter it by breaking it, so I don't know. She seems cool, but even her aside, just these last few characters that they've been putting in, Aruni was kind of overly complicated, and I did enjoy Osa, the simplicity of her. She was cool, because I could have seen that in year 1. She would have been a really good character to have in earlier times, and I really do like how she is now. But then there's characters like Thorn, who just, I don't think I've ever seen her in a ranked game. The only reason anybody ever chooses Thorn is for her SMG. Her actual gadget is just, it's an Elamine that hurts you, but there's so much time for you to just step away or out of range. It's pretty much you'd have to try to get killed by it. It's pretty useless. And on top of that, I don't know. I did enjoy Azami, I think is her name. She was cool, and I think she does have a lot of use in competitive play, but her guns are kind of mid, because I prefer damage over fire rate, but she has the A12, so not really a fair trade-off. I do think, though, that overall I think this new character will provide a sort of cool new look into competitive play, because I could really see her being added. But I just think, I mean, realisticness aside, because obviously that is something to think about, though, is that I did join a long time ago with the idea that Rainbow Six Siege was incredibly realistic. Like, it was advertised, and like I saw videos thinking it was like Escape from Tarkov type realistic, but I mean, it's now more of an arcade shooter, honestly, but I don't really mind because it's not really a problem. And realism isn't really what I have a problem with when it comes to Siege. It's more the idea that when in Siege that they're just going to kind of keep having to pump out new operators every now and again, and they're just kind of becoming either overly complicated or too simplistic. And especially with the midness of their guns, it's just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of becomes hard to enjoy. Yeah, but that's about it. See ya.